continue where we started, so with the hourglass, and to show the last part of this hourglass, which is the discussion. The discussion begins with a statement of your main finding, right? Like, for instance, we observed that sex differences in emotional expressiveness are moderated by two kinds of variables. So the discussion then start after this statement to become broader. Not since Charles Darwin's first observation has psychology contributed as much new. And then it becomes even more general. If emotion can incarcerate us by hiding our complexity, at least their expression can liberate us by displaying our authenticity. Is the opposite of the introduction. It starts in a very specific way and then it becomes really general. So the discussion session needs to answer the question, so what? You need to explain what results mean and how they are important, comparing the results with previous findings, explaining the contradiction that might still exist, and if some results did not attain statistical significance, but there are trends, you might explain why those differences are seen, if those are coincidences or not, and explain how the research moved the body of scientific knowledge forward, right? Every article should add more knowledge, outlining always the limitation to suggest like this future direction of your work. And then you sum up with a conclusion, but you do not extend your conclusion beyond what is directly supported by your results. So avoid what are undue speculation, okay? The style for the discussion, so result, discussion, and conclusion, can be either separate or combined session according to the journal that you are submitting your manuscript. And this is why it's important to review the target journal style and prepare your manuscript accordingly, because you always need to include a take-home message. So finally, the reader needs to finish reading your paper with a message that is very clear. And this is why you need to follow some essential checks for the discussion. So discussing the results in the context of the research aims and the previous literature, interpreting and acknowledging all the conflicting or unexpected results. Don't repeat the results, don't exaggerate or overgeneralize the research. Don't forget to mention the limitation, but also emphasizing the strength, and suggest implication and new hypotheses, because from those might then new investigation started and new field of research being opened. After the discussion, if those are separate sessions, so there is the conclusion, right? And the conclusion needs to be really clear but very simple. So do not reiterate again results or discussion, but indicate some opportunities for research if you don't state already those opportunities in the discussion. In the conclusion, provides a place for you to persuade and restate your research problem, giving the reader the opportunity to present, to get those information about the topic, capturing again the initial interest he or she might have in reading the paper.